and for that reason I am going to give it an alright or juicy milker actually. Hold on. I know that many of you will like this video. In today's video we are going to talk about different chest exercises and ranking them using a tier list. For anyone that doesn't yet know what a tier list is basically like this ranking going from the worst to the best. As you can see on the screen, we have the lowest, which is the go away from me please tier. Do not do those exercises please. Then we have the don't, which is basically just don't do them. The meh tier, which is like meh, you know what I'm saying. Then we have the alright, which is the alright exercises, you should be doing them. And the top of the top, the juicy milker pecs. It's the best exercises. What more can I say? The first exercise on this list, which is the push-up. This is the most basic exercise anyone can do. Literally drop down and give me 20. The push-up is a very good chest exercise, but I am going to give it the alright tier. It's because you can't really progressively overload the push-up. It's kind of hard. You can buy a weighted vest or add some weights to your backpack, but it is pretty much the only way you can do progressive overload on the push-up if you're more advanced. The push-up is a very good exercise for beginners since you don't need any equipment, and it is actually pretty challenging if you don't have developed chest. The second exercise on this list, which is the dip. This is the juicy milker pecs. For a good reason. The dip is the best exercise, bodyweight exercise in my opinion, that you can do for growing your triceps as well as your chest, especially the lower chest. Now on the dip you can do progressive overload fairly easily. You just put on some weight on your hips by using a chain or a backpack even. I used a backpack, so I know what I'm talking about. The dip has a well-deserved place at the top of this list. Moving on, the flat barbell bench press, I'ma give it alright rank. The flat barbell bench press kind of limits your range of motion. If you're going to use, let's say, dumbbells, then it is a whole different topic, but we are going to talk about this later. And I know the bench press is the king of all chest exercises. It's the best exercise you can do. I get it. I get all the hype, but it's not necessarily the most optimal exercise for building your chest, in my opinion. It's good, but it's not the best. Don't shit on me in the comments, I know what I'm talking about. Okay, moving on. The next exercise is the incline barbell bench press, which is also the alright tier because it's pretty much the same as the flat barbell bench press. But if you just want to target more of your upper chest, then do that. It's pretty much the same exercise. I personally do the incline barbell bench press like once a week, so the incline barbell bench press is a good exercise. But do you know which exercise is not good? The exercise that I am talking about is the decline barbell bench press. Bro, this shit goes to a go away from me please. It's because many of you have an overdeveloped lower chest. There is no point in doing this exercise, and I feel like it's fairly easy to injure yourself while laying down in this weird position doing bench press, especially with heavier weight. Moving on to the next exercise. The next exercise is the dumbbell flat bench press. It's the top of the top juicy milker pecs tier, and for a good reason. The dumbbell bench press lets you to achieve full range of motion on every rep that you do. Personally, I feel like the dumbbells are much better than the barbells in pretty much any movement you can name, maybe apart from rows, but it is a topic for another video. And the next exercise, it's pretty much the same exercise, also going to the juicy milker pecs rank, which is the incline dumbbell bench press. I do it every time I hit chest because I really want to develop the upper chest. Great exercise, what more can I say? And by the way, if you want to use the same program that I use every week to build muscle, then you can sign up for my email newsletter. The link is most probably in the comments or in this video description. It's completely for free, you just have to sign up to the email newsletter, that's it. Moving on. The next exercise, basically just the dumbbell flies. This one is going to the meh rank. And I know that many of you will disagree with me on this, but I personally think that there are much better ways to stretch your chest than just the dumbbell flies. I used to do this exercise pretty frequently, but I actually changed the way that I stretch my chest. I am doing a different exercise which we are going to move on later into this list, so it's not the best. And another exercise which is not the best is the dumbbell pull over. I actually don't really know why the dumbbell pull over is even here, since it's actually a bit more of a back exercise than the chest exercise. It's more for your lats, but some people do it. Arnold did it for his chest. He had massive chest. Maybe it's some secret he used. Yeah, the pull over is a don't exercise. Personally, I don't think I ever did this exercise. Just like I said, a much better way to stretch your chest is not with dumbbells but with cables. For that reason, I am going to give the cable flies a Juicy Milker Pecs tier, and another top tier exercise if you want to grow your chest. I just feel like the tension is always there. When you are doing this exercise with dumbbells on the top, you just don't put any stress on the chest. But when you perform it with the cables, the stress on the muscles is always here. It's always pulling you back. And I think it's just a better exercise overall. Moving on to the next exercise, which is the low to high cable chest flies. It's pretty similar to the last one, and I think that I'm gonna give it an alright tier. It's not as good as the Juicy Milker Pecs tier, but it's also a very good exercise, especially if you want to grow your upper chest. I believe that it also works your front delts. Many of you have overdeveloped front delts. Do it if you want. So we have two chest exercises left. These are on the machines. The first one is the chest machine press. I don't personally really like this exercise, mostly just because I can't really feel the stretch on my chest. It works out my triceps much more than the chest, so I am going to give it a meh tier. But for many of you, I'm pretty sure that this exercise belongs higher on this list, but for me it's a meh. Moving on to the last exercise on today's list, the pec deck machine. It's pretty much the upgraded version of the dumbbell chest fly, and for that reason I am going to give it an alright or Juicy Milker actually. Hold on. You know, I really like this exercise actually. At the time that I was doing this exercise pretty consistently, yeah, I must say that it is a Juicy Milker Pecs exercise. Once again, this exercise is actually pretty good. I always felt like my chest was fucking burning when I performed this exercise, and yeah, that's pretty much the whole list. If you found this video useful and if you'd like to see more content from an overly ambitious 16-year-old on self-improvement, the best thing you can do right now is to scroll down, give this video a like, maybe a nice comment and a subscription. Let's grow so we can teach even more people that are just like us. Stay abnormal and let me know how much you've enjoyed watching this video and if this video actually helped you. I've actually had some previous requests about making a video about exercises, so here we are. The chest exercises are done. Yeah, bye.